Good morning, Peter family. Welcome back to the weekly update. I just want to kind of jump on this for you guys and give you some touch points on things that we're working on and some things that you need to be aware of and what's happening with Peter life. So let's get started and go over some of the things that we need to discuss. First and foremost, I am 100% aware of what's going on with the food cost, with inflation, with the gas prices, and what it's doing to obviously our bottom line and our margins. The first thing we're going to discuss is obviously our new menu pricing structure and our catering menu pricing structure. It's inevitable that we have to do this. We've held our vendors back, our proprietary vendors back as much as possible. It's come to a point where that's it. They want to increase prices. A lot of it's due to the delivery aspect of it. What it costs to take product from point A to point B, and to combat that, unfortunately, the end consumer has to be the people taking the hit, and we're part of that end consumer along with our customers. So, with that being said, we have submitted a brand new price structure for our menu and for our catering menu, for our side options or whatnot. We had to increase a little bit to cover the extra cost. We want to make sure that your food cost is in line with what's going on. I know that some customers might not be too happy with that, but honestly, if we just explain to them and just give them the feedback that it's what's happening in the market right now. It's not just us; it's everybody. So, new menus, new to-go menu pricing, in-house menu pricing, catering menu pricing, all will be launched I think mid next week or early next week if I'm not mistaken, to combat the inflation in food cost. So be on the lookout for that. We have increased prices on some of the side items as well. The drinks are going up, all that jazz. So touch point number two, because of our menu price structure going up, we want to make sure that we're given ample amount of food, okay? So don't cut back the amount of food that you're doing. Make sure that you're utilizing portion scoops. Make sure you're using the right product to portion like your meat or rice or veggies or French fries or whatever it might be. So make sure that you're not holding back on the food, guys. Our price structure is increasing to close to $12, if not a little bit more. We want to make sure the customer is satisfied with the meal that they're getting at that price point. So don't take the high cost of proteins or high cost of French fries or whatever it might be and say, hey, I want to save here and save there. If you're already passing that cost down to the consumer, make sure they're getting what they're supposed to get, okay? So give the ample amount of food. Don't short the customers. Make sure that they're happy so that we can retain them as future customers, okay? Next fun topic, the new LTO is the steak kebab. Super excited about this. I think everybody's already starting getting orders beginning of this week, so it was auto shipped. It will auto ship all the way until early next week when we launch. You've been getting the steak kebabs, you've been getting the banners, you will be getting some stationary items starting this week and end of next week for like window clings and 8.5 by 11 signs and your banners. So put the banners front and center. If there's a way for you to put that in front of the customer the moment they walk in, this is a $15 item. Make sure that we're utilizing that. Make sure that we're pushing this LTO. It helps your check average. It helps your bottom line. It's a great product. It's something that we've never done at Pita. So it's going to bring a whole new customer base to us. We really, really want to push, I would say, the steak and potato type of consumers that will eventually now come in and actually eat a steak kebab with us because they're familiar with the steak. The steak cut is a sirloin cut. It will come with onions, a cherry tomato on top. There's a video that we'll attach on here for you guys to how you're going to prep it in-house. It's going to come pre-cubed. It'll be 8-ounce portions, 1-ounce cubes. It'll hover between under an ounce and over an ounce, but it's going to be four pieces of steak per skewer. It'll be eight pieces of steak on a platter. So it'll be around 8 ounces or less for the portion size. Your food cost will be right around 32%. We did save $17 a case. So once the price structure came out this week, next order, there will be $17 more. So, I mean, $17 less, I'm sorry. So we did save you $17 on the case size, which is awesome. Build-out sheet will be attached soon. Video will be coming out. We did auto ship the banners and the window clings are all coming. We are not selling this as a pita, okay? Please, we're not selling it as a pita. It has to be a platter and a platter only, okay? If somebody wants to option a single steak cure, which might happen, we will option that close to $7 a skewer. It has to be at that price point if it's by itself, okay? Um, Moving on, I know we've had all the new sauces that are going through U.S. Foods. Please make sure that you're ordering all your sauces from U.S. Foods. Hummus, uh, harissa hummus, roasted red pepper hummus, falafel, baba ganoush, tahini, Greek, garlic. All of that stuff is now coming from U.S. Foods. We no longer continue. We are making this product at the warehouse. Everything's coming from U.S. Foods. Put that on your order guide. Plan ahead and make sure that you're getting this product from U.S. Foods directly. 100% order your product from U.S. Foods for the sauces from now on. We no longer have stock at the warehouse, okay? Next step up is opening the dining rooms. Guys, there's some stores that I've been visiting here and there that the dining rooms are still closed. You gotta open up the dining rooms. You have to give the customer the idea that you're actually accepting a business, okay? When you walk into a place and your chairs are put up, that's foolish. That's it. We're way past that. We need to get back on board. Open up your dining rooms. We're going back to regular hours. I understand the labor shortage is in play, but we're taking actions to offset that. Open up the dining rooms. Make sure that your dining rooms are open. Make sure that when the customer comes into your store, they feel welcome. They feel like they want to eat at Pita. They don't need to. You're not forcing them to take their food to go. So 100% open up your dining rooms. It's mandatory. Okay. Next, U.S. Foods issues. Obviously, you guys have been communicating with Brian and Jennifer. So moving forward, if you guys have any issues, copy Brian and Jennifer, add me onto the link so that we know what's going on. But these guys have been great to work with so far, and they've been really helpful with onboarding us. And from a communication aspect, they haven't shorted us one bit. So any issues that happen, make sure that you reach out to them via email. Not just text, email. Make sure there's an email chain along with it. Copy Jennifer, copy Brian, copy me so that I know what's going on and we'll address the issues. He's also very proactive about sending you guys different ideas of what to do on the order guide when you order. So on the portal, just make sure that you're following his email chain on that as well. But I think we've worked out most of the kinks. We have a little bit more to work out, but we're almost there. The new Toast POS system, we're maybe a couple of days away from finally installing all the Toast POS systems in all the Pita locations with the kiosks. Positive feedback so far. I personally love the kiosk aspect of it. With the labor shortage, when I was in line at some of the stores, I would just request the customer to go order at the kiosk. And it was amazing because if I had 10 tickets on the line and it was just myself and somebody else, it really simplified the process where we didn't have to jump off the line to go take the order and then come back. We continued to produce the product. The customer used the kiosk. They ordered, they paid, the order printed out, we created, and we kept moving on. Kiosk is super important, guys. I mean it. It's so crucial. It's almost like having a body on the register. And with the shortage of staff that we have now, this is an amazing thing to utilize. And I'm not saying push every customer to that, but if you're busy and you're short-handed and you're in the weeds, you just request that the customer say, hey, if you'd like to order, please order at the kiosk. And it's as simple as that. There's nothing to it. And if the customer's, in line of accepting that, we do it. If not, they'll wait in line. As long as you greet them, we'll get to them, So make sure that you're using the kiosk. Make sure that you're communicating with us on any issues. Make sure that you're communicating with us on any feedback that you might have. But I'm really excited about this. And I'm happy that we have it because it has helped some of the high volume stores a lot. So moving on past that, we have the order here signs for the kiosk. I know that's missing, but that is in print now. It should be ready tomorrow. And the moment it's ready, we're going to send it out. So at least we have an idea giving the customer direction to go order in a certain place. So make sure that we hang those up and we really guide the customers to go there. Another thing to help offset the labor issues that we're having, what we've done at the corporate stores at Peachtree City and Peter Noonan, we've installed the dishwasher machines. And honestly, I think at a cost of like $200 a month for the lease or whatever it might be, it's saving these guys hours. I know I've discussed this in previous videos before, but honestly, it's a no-brainer. Uh, Imagine what you pay one individual to sit there and do dishes. If you have the room to do it, then just do it. Trust me, it's so important. It's so helpful for these guys. And anything that we can use to help offset our current labor issues, we're going to do. And I'm telling you that, if you guys want to reach out to Peachtree City and Newton and see if this is helping them out, I'm pretty sure they'll be more than welcome to give you guys the feedback they have. So just FYI. Next, billboards. We're starting to lean a little bit more heavier on the billboard side. I think we've seen some success at a couple of locations, and with them running for the last few months, we're kind of pushing towards that. So billboards are going to be a play. If you have a store closer to an exit or a store that has a billboard around it, please reach out to us. If there's a budget for that through marketing, we would love to do it. We've seen, again, a good success rate with that, and it's helped those locations' sales jump. So if there's a billboard that's next to your store that you feel that might work for us, then let's do it, okay? Home base, I know transferring over to Toast, we've had home base, some connectivity issues. You can take your current home base that you have with Clover, and all you have to do is call Clover client services and ask them to just update your account to Toast. There's a link under the Toast management client services that you can add under integrations. And if you have an issue, just call Mike. He can add it on. And if you can't get a hold of him, you send me an email, and I will try to find a way to get you integrated onto that. But once we process integration on Toast, we can call Clover help desk, ask them to add your old email, and everything should transfer over. And you don't have to. With Toast, you log in, you clock in on Toast, and that automatically links with Homebase. You don't have to go into Toast and then go into Homebase app. It's automatically communicate with each other, okay? So that should be something that if you guys want, we are going to take care of it at the corporate side, but just make sure that you add the integration on your end. Sales overall have been steadily climbing the last few weeks. Very happy with that. We all know March is a great month for us. I've seen the catering pick up a little bit for a lot of people. In-store sales has been picked up for a lot of people. So hopefully this momentum continues on into April and May and helps you guys really push that bottom line and help increase revenues and increase profit margins for you guys. I know this is something that's super important. And things are just being tightened up everywhere from labor to food costs to gas to everything that's happening around the world. We just have to become smarter and adapt to what's happening and just continue to fight it. So push through. We'll get through this, guys. I hope everybody's done their ERTC. We're still waiting for that to come through on our end at corporate. And if you haven't done it, I think there's still time for you to do it. So please do it, because when that money does come back, I think it's going to be a great benefit for you guys and us. So again, thank you for being part of Pita. We appreciate you guys as team members, as franchisees, as part of the Pita family. And if you have any issues or concerns, just please communicate that with us, and we will, via email preferably, and we will work on that together. So that concludes our video for today. We kept it a little under 15 minutes, so I hope you guys have a great rest of the month, and let's do a very strong April. I have been very positive that Q1 of 2022 is going to be our biggest quarter, so I'll release those numbers on the next video. All right, thank you, everybody.